Welcome to the Fresh Record. I'm your host, Benny Camella, and this is our other host, Wiley Todd.
It's your boy, Chips Ahoy. I'm Wiley Todd.
How's it going today?
Good. We're at Berklee once again.
Once again?
On a new day? No, it's
the same day. We're backlogging these.
Sorry to break the minutia, lore, if you will.
But yeah, we're here at Berklee College of Music. It is Sunday, May 12th, and all of the on-campus students have left for the summer.
They fled.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
They quit.
Let's hope not. Tuition here is fucking expensive. Jesus Christ.
Wait, if they quit, wouldn't it be like better because they're not paying tuition?
No, because then they have debt and then no degree. So
get my degree.
Go get that degree.
Get my degree on my own time. Get connected for free. Free education connection. Have you never heard that commercial?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god. What a loser.
I'm the loser? He's just breaking out into song. Like it's normal. Cheers. Okay, well, we're here today to talk about music, as always.
Are we now? I thought
Yeah.
this was a podcast about plants.
No, we're going to talk about music.
The fresh plants.
We're in the CAF at Berklee College of Music.
No, say CAF ever again.
We call it the CAF. That's what it's called.
We
as in Berklee people. This is the CAF. It's literally the CAF.
Okay.
We're in the CAF.
Okay.
And beautiful venue, right? Look at this natural lighting, these beautiful windows. And we got pretty much all of it to ourselves, which is awesome. We also don't know if we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's kind of Benny's fault.
No, it's fine. We pay tuition. We're allowed to be here. It's literally open to.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna check if it's recording.
What? Is it not recording?
It's recording. Continue.
Okay, well, so today we're going to delve into 4 different artists, 1 song each. You know the drill. 1 bite.
As I watch people walk across Berklee noodles.
The attention today, it's all over the place. It's like, oh, people are walking.
There are. There are tons of
like,
them. Look there's a dude in a red cap over there.
We
How
both
much you wanna
have
bet it's like a
severe
Red Sox?
ADHD.
It's like a Red
There's
Sox
a
hat.
red car.
Well, okay, keep in mind, we usually record this in our own rooms from a very limited perspective, and now we have things to look at now, so why not enjoy it?
Let's enjoy the people walking by.
Exactly, people watching.
Well, this first artist that we're going to talk about today,
Norah Jones?
love Norah Jones. Why Norah Jones?
That song, her most popular song has been stuck in my head a lot recently. That's such a good song.
Well, no. This next artist, who we've come across, is currently being managed by a Berklee alum who I'm going to have the pleasure of interviewing on Monday. His name is Niels Gums.
Let's go, Niels Gums.
He's known
Thanks for watching the
for
podcast.
contributing to the careers of Carmen, Anderson .Paak, Charlie Puth, Meghan Trainor, and so on. Most recently,
I heard
Stacey Ryan.
that Charlie Puth guy should be more famous.
I also heard he got canceled recently.
What?
Yeah, he something came out that he was I think it might have been with Sabrina Carpenter. He got mad at her because she didn't want to hook up with him or something. I don't know. I just heard this allegedly drama. We're not a drama podcast. We're here to talk about music.
We're not talking about the latest and greatest in music
Oh,
drama.
there's tons of drama that I could talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wiley knows all about it, but we're not gonna talk about it.
He's talking shit about me.
Oh God. Well, so the artist's name is Sophie Holohan, and she's currently being managed by Berklee alum, owner of the Complex Group, esteemed A&R and artist manager, Niels Gums, and she's phenomenal. Truly, what a talented vocalist and songwriter. She's independent, I'm pretty sure. and I think she's got a really bright future. I first discovered her because she was friends with another artist named Katie Turner, and like through social media, they were just like
Katie
hanging
Turner
out.
from American Idol?
She was on
and won?
American Idol, yeah. She didn't win, no.
Oh, okay.
She was one of the best that season though. In my opinion, she should have won that season. But she's also incredible. Maybe we'll talk about her in the future. But Sophie Holohan, singer songwriter, vocalist, guitarist, a poet. I'll let the music speak for itself, and we'll just get into it. Love to hear your opinion on this. So this is Cognitive Dissonance by Sophie Holohan. Yeah, so that was Cognitive Dissonance by Sophie Holohan. Thoughts, concerns?
Okay, so here's what I'll say. With instantly caught up. Very talented production.
For sure.
Very popular vocals, I
Mhm.
would say. Like, this is the sound we are getting from most people right now that are on the charts. That's what I consider it as. So, like, your boy, that
Niels?
is like working with this artist,
Oh yeah.
is very right about the sound. and
I
what's
don't know. I
hyper-rated.
don't know him personally.
Yeah.
Let's clear the air here. I will
Um,
meet him on Monday though, which is cool.
But the sound is what's in the now. You know, it's like very popular right now. Is what this is presenting. But I think it's the it's Sabrina Carpenter effect with her, and let me explain. Where it took a while for her to hit a run and have like a hit that was big, and then now blowing up. I feel like that's what this is, because that's a good track, but am I going to go listen to it again? Probably. Am I going to be searching for it again? Probably not. If I wanted to look for something, I could listen for that. But I think it's a really good track, but like I think her hit is coming.
Is it enough for you to take some time out of your day to go and actually look at the rest of her music based off that one song?
I feel
would
like
you
there's
say?
a banger hidden in her discography. I really do. So yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, so this is the reason why I chose this out of all the songs I could have possibly chosen, was because it's the most popular, which isn't always the greatest
Yeah.
thing to do, but this is what is being well received
Yeah.
from her discography. Over 16 million plays on Spotify, which is that's a hit,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm really eager to see where her career goes from here. The talent's undeniable.
Yeah, like I said, it's the
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter effect, where I feel like it just will find their stride and boom, boom, killing it. But yeah, I definitely get that vibe from her. So
Cool. So
my first pick.
let's do it.
So last episode I did some pretty big artists. So I'm gonna do really small artists, like really small
All right,
artists.
even
this
it out.
time. So
Put some balance to it.
I'm actually gonna pick a Oklahoma band, indie rock, to go to my favorite type of music.
Okay.
This is a band I've seen live. Shoegaze indie rock vibe. I think they're really talented. Not great on the marketing side, which I feel like if they were, they could have a pretty good following. Because that's what you see within this scene as someone that listens to it constantly. Their followings are not massive, and they probably won't get big, like super massive. But when they have their fan base, they're there. They're there. They're going to these concerts. They're selling out, even though you're not really hearing about them. They're big for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is Dinosaur Boyfriend, which is the band I'm talking about, love the name, doesn't have that yet. They don't have a social media, but they have like a big band. You can tell they really care about the music and stuff like that, and they perform constantly in Oklahoma, the music scene, and I just love them. And I've gotten many people hooked on them just by listening to them. I don't know if this will be particularly for you, but I think Dinosaur Boyfriend is the band to look out for easily in Oklahoma. So here is Wide Awake by Dinosaur Boyfriend. So, Dinosaur Boyfriend. I know this is probably not for everyone, but I'm going to explain why it works for me. And I think every genre has where it works the best, and if you don't listen to the music, probably not super keen on it and stuff like that. But I think shoegaze is definitely a genre where you feel the beat. Like, the instrumentation is the most important. Vocals are usually not top tier. They're good. Like the lyrics are in there. They're emotional, but the vocals are not. They're not belters. Like they stay in their element. And I feel like Dinosaur Boyfriend is that. And I think the strong instrumentation from this track is powerful and very unique and dreamy. And then when the vocals kick in, you're just in such a vibe and a trance, and I love it so much. I just think there's something super special about it. And it's just like great night music as well. I think that's another thing when you listen to music. Time of day really depends on it too. There's a lot of factors when you listen to music. But I think Dinosaur Boyfriend, what it does so well is the instrumentation is just so vibey and like, there is lyrics in there. You can enjoy those, but you can take those away and still just be an enjoyable track what it's doing instrumentally. So I think this is a really special track.
Nice. Yeah. You showed me Dinosaur Boyfriend before. When you said the name, I spaced out for a second. I was like, wait, what? Like I know, I know that name. The song is a Wiley song for sure.
Yes, it's
definitely
written.
Like you said, how do I reiterate what you said?
Talk about the vocals, right?
In short, it's a genre that's not popular. It's not for everybody, right?
Yeah.
But
it has its fans,
and it's fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fantastic for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song was great. I mean, I have nothing negative to say.
Yeah, just not your genre.
I wouldn't particularly listen to this.
Yeah.
No. But it's good for what it is. You're the expert here, and I don't want to, critique something that I'm not
Well,
well
that's the
versed
thing.
on.
Just like the rap genre, and I would say rap genre mostly. There's so much variety within that genre to play around to different sounds.
Mhm.
Like shoegaze in the rock scene is just so unique in how you can interpret it. You could be a little bit noisy on the noisy side. You could be very lyrically driven, and there's so many ways to play within the shoegaze genre, especially the indie rock scene too.
Mhm.
Because I know like Phoebe Bridgers qualifies as indie rock, Turnover does, and they're drastically different in what they're
Mhm.
presenting.
Well, indie
Yeah.
just means independent.
Yes.
So
But it has a sound to the name. Yes, when you look at it logically, independent artist means exactly what it's saying, independent artist. But throughout people saying that, indie has a sound now. There's a reason why on Spotify there's so many playlists that say indie artist.
yeah, but historically speaking, indie rock, anything indie,
Yeah.
the sound's not the same. It's so vast. It's like rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll's not just one thing. Same thing goes for indie rock. Like
Yeah.
even in these playlists, you'll see that the sounds are different.
Oh yeah, it's not consistent.
Yeah,
Like that's not it's so
so
drastically different. But that's the difference, though.
Mhm.
Rock already has so many subgenres, and people are making up genres probably right now as we're speaking. There's so many different
Yeah.
subcultures to it.
Of course.
There's math rock and different types of rock.
math rock.
Yeah,
Never
but
heard of that.
Like yes, Turnover is indie rock, but they're mostly shoegaze. So you would put them under the shoegaze subgenre.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Turnover is, it's shoegaze / rock. It's not shoegaze at all. Like their most recent album is shoegaze for sure, but like their stuff is more pop punk rock without the bombastic guitars and sounds like that. It's very
Mhm.
mellow, so it's hard to describe it. That's why I love the rock genre. It's like I can get everything I need from music just from the rock genre, and don't have to. Even though I do go out, like I don't need to venture off. Like rock is my genre. It's always been my favorite genre. It will continue to be my favorite genre. It's my happy thing. I just wish it was still the biggest genre. It's not anymore. It's had its time, but yeah.
Cool. How did you find Dinosaur Boyfriend?
Good. Oh, that's a good question. I think no, I was looking up because I got I think it was 2 years ago now. I got the bug. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start going to concerts for like smaller artists, just to network, meet people. Because during that time, I was having a rough time with going to Berklee online and not having that connection with people and talking and socializing. So I need to find some way to do that. So I was looking up local venues with smaller artists that were cheap tickets. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. And then the first band I saw was Dinosaur Boyfriend. So I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, maybe I'll go to that. Let me listen to them. Searched them up and started listening to them and fell in love with it. So that's how I found them, was through that. And kind of been following them and been a big fan of them. Even met some of the band members, too, in person. So, yeah, it's really cool. And that's the great thing about the Oklahoma music scene. It's so small and so tiny. You kind of know everyone. But there's so much different stuff in Oklahoma. You have red dirt country a little bit with artists like Kim Pomeroy, who I love. I think I mentioned before. Definitely made videos on Kim Pomeroy. You have like Dinosaur Boyfriends. You have like metal, like Ben Quad and things like that are pretty getting names and stuff like that. Just like drastically rap and stuff like that. Just Oklahoma music scene's underrated, honestly. There's a lot happening there. A lot of interesting things. Like think about American Idol. You have like was it Kelly Clarkson or was it the other one?
Of what?
American Idol winner from Oklahoma.
Kelly Clarkson's not from Oklahoma.
Okay, so it was the other one.
There's a bunch of them.
I forgot her name. Carrie Underwood. Sorry. That's who I was thinking of. Carrie Underwood. She's from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So like the Oklahoma scene is interesting with music for sure. But yeah, Dinosaur Boyfriend, that's how I found them. I've been a fan ever since. Will continue to be a fan. They just need to put out more music. More music. And definitely, if you want to listen to more Oklahoma music sound, listen to Be in the Hive. They're really good. And I think their manager has watched some of my content, so they might be watching. How you doing? Love to Be in the Hive. Okay, what is your next song?
Coming into this, I had a different song in mind. Sorry. I was gonna do a pop punk song for you.
Yeah,
but
so you lied to the viewers.
I'm gonna scratch that. Only because we brought up an artist who I really think I should talk about on this podcast.
I swear to God,
earlier.
if it's Jason Mraz.
No. So branching off from Sophie Holohan, I'd like to talk about Katie Turner.
Okay.
Yeah, so Katie Turner is, and we also just spoke about American Idol too, so might as well throw this into the mix. Katie Turner is an American Idol alum. I believe she was on the first season of American Idol on ABC, so like the very first season that was revamped after it was on the Fox network. She came in 5th or 7th place, I can't remember. And then
I thought she won. So
Maddie Poppy won that season.
Don't know who that is.
There you go. Maddie Poppy won. Gabby Barrett was in that season.
Was that Alejandro's season too?
Yes, I believe so.
The way that he went out super early pissed me off. I didn't finish the season because I thought he was by far the best.
Yeah, I think that was the season. Well, anyways, a good amount of talent that season.
Yeah,
I don't know how, like, no disrespect to Maddie Poppy. Oh my God, but like, I don't know how Katie.
Could not tell you. Who
I don't know how Katie Turner didn't win, or Gabby Barrett.
Yeah. Well, again, I remember who Katie Turner.
She was
is.
hard to forget.
Yeah,
she had
was
such
her
a
own
huge
person.
personality.
Yeah, exactly.
And she auditioned on Idol with a song called 21st Century Machine, which was, you can go listen to it now. It's on streaming platforms. Phenomenal. And it was just like a very quick introduction into her mastermind of like songwriting prowess, and her lyricism is just incredible. And that leads me into the song that we're going to cover today. God Must Hate Me, which, bear with me, I know it's like kind of a weird title, right? And it's controversial.
It's part of the God's Not Dead soundtrack.
Yeah. But this is controversial for, certain people who take religion very seriously, and there was a lot of mixed
Benny, it's a song title. No one's going to lose their eggs about this.
Well, how about this? Let's just listen to the song. So this is God Must Hate Me by Katie Turner.
Jesus died for all our sins. He left one behind, the body I'm in.
So that was God Must Hate Me by Katie Turner. He's cringing because of the soda, not the song.
No.
For our audio listeners, he just made the biggest stank face ever. So before I get into what I want to say, actually, you know what? I'll just start because he's drinking. So for me, I think Katie Turner is absolutely incredible, from just her vocals to her songwriting. She's a force to be reckoned with. She was recently just dropped by Atlantic Records, which is a shame. So she's an independent girly now. And I, it's unfortunate that someone as talented as her got dropped, but that's the reality today. If the music doesn't sell, especially if you're signed to a major label like that, it's so hard to stay on.
There's also like a artistic presence with her music that I don't feel like goes with the general public as most.
I would disagree with that. I would encourage you to go listen to the rest of her music. Cause
Well, it's like a Sloppy Jane. Her music's very much in that that vein. Do you know who Sloppy Jane is?
No, I don't think so.
She's under Phoebe Bridgers' label, and her music is very out there and stuff. So yeah, there is.
No, her music is not out there. Like this song is definitely like, considering the lyrics, it could definitely alienate a lot of people. But she has a lot of fantastic songs that would do well on popular.
The presence
radio.
of this track that was giving me, it was giving Broadway. It was giving soundtrack of Dear Evan Hansen to me.
Interesting.
Just how she was singing the vocals. She's like, I learned to slam on the brakes type of shit.
Interesting.
That's what I know is interesting. I'm not trying to trash on it, but those are the vibes I was getting.
Okay, I didn't get that at all. I could understand like the theatrical influence that you're talking about, but definitely not to the same degree as Dear Evan Hansen, in my opinion. I don't
not like
that.
Dear Evan Hansen.
I used to love Dear Evan Hansen, and the soundtrack's phenomenal too. But I think
waving through a window.
I personally, with this song specifically, what I find the most impressive is the lyricism. Like, the same man that made the moon and the stars, I've got carpal tunnel and forgot some parts. I don't know what I believe, but I'd like to think he made a mistake with me. That's incredible.
Deeply
That's
hurting.
that's so incredible. Like who could possibly think of that?
She did. That's who possibly could think
like,
of it.
do you ever see someone and think, wow, God must hate me? He spent so much time on them, and for me, he got lazy.
Damn.
Ample mental illness, personality flaws, but the only flaw they seem to have is they got none at all.
So why does this song's
like it's just her mind to come up with those lyrics? It's just so impressive.
Here's my perception though.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we've had this. I think we'll continue to have this conversation as we do the podcast throughout the years. Is like, I feel like these lyrics relate to you in some way. Like,
definitely not.
Okay, you don't relate to any of the lyrics.
No, I don't.
Because I know for me, when
I joke around and say I like God hates me, but I don't.
When I'm citing lyrics like you just did, that's how I know a song is related to me, and I can say like the stuff. But like you just bringing on that, so that's interesting that you could just do that without connecting with.
I don't even have the song saved.
Okay,
so
you fucking hate.
No, it's just not something that like.
Yeah.
I admire it. Like like I do A&R research. Like I came across this song and I was like, holy shit,
If it was going to blow up in any sense of her type of music, it would have to be in a Phoebe.
Blow up. This song has like 64 million plays or something.
It would have to be in the vein of a Lizzie McAlpine. It would have to be in the vein of Phoebe. And not saying that she needs to do those vocalists and song types. I'm just saying like how she would blow up would be in that vein.
I don't know. I think she's very versatile, and I don't think there's like any specific puzzle piece that she needs to mold herself into.
No, I'm just talking about the industry in general.
That success.
I'm just saying in general because, like, okay, from someone like Dua Lipa or like looking currently at someone like Olivia Rodrigo, they had the standard blowing up on how they blew up, right? But Phoebe did not have the conventional way of doing that. It took her a while.
I would argue that Olivia Rodrigo's music actually is similar to this. I could totally see Olivia Rodrigo recording this song.
Maybe like the
earlier
song Making
on.
the Bed, I can see that reference, but all the other tracks, no.
Even earlier on, like I'm not talking about Guts specifically, but like this is something.
Are you talking like Driver's License?
Yeah, it's like it's in that same. Even the production.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
It's in the same vein.
I don't know if I would agree with that. But interesting. You got me thinking.
Dude,
though.
like Olivia Rodrigo could 100% record this song. Like, I guarantee you, if like, I guarantee you, but I could totally see if like, Katie wrote this song, made a demo, and brought it to Olivia's label, and Olivia heard it, she would be like, "Wow, I want this," you know. But I think it's very much in line with Olivia's range, her vocal style. So, I don't know. I think Katie's very versatile. I think she's incredibly talented, and she's incredibly successful already. Like, she's doing so well for herself, despite being dropped by Atlantic. I mean, but she's got a very bright future ahead of her, and I could see her having a top 40 hit.
Okay. You could.
I could.
Just
Is there
keep in
anything
mind.
now that I've listened to that I think could be top 40 radio?
Yeah, you're saying like in the future proofing in a sense.
Yeah,
of it.
for sure. She's got
Because-
so much potential.
Okay, I
And a
love
great
Phoebe.
network.
I love Phoebe, but I don't even think Phoebe has had a top 40 hit. Maybe Kyoto, but I don't know.
I don't know.
So you're saying that she, and in a sense, if that's true, that she hasn't. You think she could be bigger than Phoebe Bridgers? Is what you're saying?
I did not say that.
You can't
be,
diss my girl.
You can be on top 40 radio and not have a massive fan base. Like Lawrence was on top 40 radio.
Uh-huh.
You could
Please
like
don't
Phoebe-
tell me it was that 23 song.
No, it was Don't Lose Sight.
Okay. If it was that 23 song, oh god.
But whatever. Phoebe Bridgers has a very specific.
Hey, she won the most
Sound.
Grammys the night of the last Grammys. So
She's a very specific sound. It's just
she's the
not
best
for,
artist in the world. Phoebe Bridgers is the GOAT. I said it, and I'll stand by it. I love Phoebe so much, much.
He's a Phoebe stan.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100% I am, and I will not deny that fact. And speaking of Phoebe, not actually, we're gonna change completely and totally different vibes. Like, not even, you're gonna be shocked. So, speaking on projects, last year I took on the task of finding artists from every state. So I listened to a ton of music through that, and I found some that have stuck with me and I've loved. And every time I would do them, there would be occasionally where artists would like respond.
Mm-hmm.
But for this particular song, like when I had them, they were ecstatic. Like they sent me like a paragraph long on how much it meant to them that I shouted it out. And I genuinely loved the song. And I'm not playing it again because of that response, just to get another to feel good again. No, I genuinely love this song. It's the perfect summer vibe. I love it. I think the instrumentation's great. So without further ado, this is Friday Night by The Iridiums.
Putting down the stress from the rest of my week, 'cause it's Friday night.
So obviously that was ska. And a lot of people have their opinions about ska. But
Ska's fucking lit, bro.
I think there needs to be something about said where it's like, song just makes you feel good. You know, like when like you're like as a kid going on vacation, like on a beach or something, and they just have like the like on shuffle they have music playing, and then like a certain song that you don't really care for just like comes on and it hits, and then you fall in love with it because you go back to that moment. This song provides that for me every time I listen to it.
Interesting.
It's just that good vibe. Just you don't have to really think about it that much. You can just vibe instrumentally. I'm just like singing along to, because when I'm in a good mood, the first song I put on is this one because of how it makes me feel and just such a good vibe, dude. Like if I'm having a good day, I'm on a drive, dude, I blast this on 100% and just start singing in the car, dude, and start tapping the wheel, Oh, dude. Oh, I love it so much.
I can see that.
I love it so much. This song is such a good vibe. I love it so much.
Cool. So I usually love the music you show me. Usually. This one, if I'm being completely honest, did not hit. Music is subjective, art is subjective. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good, right? But the guitar solo towards the end was great. Kind of had like a Lost Island Boys type sound.
You're not a Friday night type of guy.
No.
More of a Thursday night type of guy, I guess.
Thursday night, absolutely not. I prefer Saturday night. You ever see that Britain's Got Talent audition with that guy, and he has a song called Saturday Night, and he's like, I'm gonna go out, and then he's like, because it's Saturday night, and then he's just like jumping and dancing. It's ridiculous.
Saturday night.
But go check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But for me, like the chorus, I didn't enjoy it at all. It was like, it's like it's kind of like it goes. It's Friday night.
I love it, but that's ska.
And then the
that's ska, though.
No,
yes, it
even
is.
even the
Yes,
pronunciation
I
of
play
night.
any other ska song.
Night. And then also
It's emo mixed with ska.
and then also the auto tune kicks in too when they say it's Friday night, especially like when it first hits.
Yeah.
So
sorry, you listen to Jason Mraz, but I have a good time listening to this. Sorry,
I don't listen
I'm
to
not in love
Jason
with my
Mraz.
best friend, Jason Mraz. Okay.
But the guitar solo is awesome.
Just admit it's a good vibe. That's all you need to say. It's a good vibe.
It's Friday night. I'm gonna play this at my next Friday day.
Watch the next podcast. He's gonna be like, "Wiley, I have a confession."
I'm gonna start it off by singing "It's Friday Night."
Watch
It's
next episode.
Friday
He's gonna be like,
night.
"Wiley, I have a confession. I've been listening to Friday Night constantly on repeat. It's got a hold on me." Because I've had that before where we listen to a song and I go back and listen to it again. I kind of fall in love with it. This is going to be Benny's first time dealing with that with this track. Trust me, it's a vibe.
Hey, anything's possible.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rule that out, but I'm gonna probably in the realm of possibilities. That's probably the furthest from what's gonna happen. But anything's possible.
Okay, I have to listen to all the music you show me all the time. Usually not my cup of. I listen to pop
Different
punk.
strokes for different folks.
You
You
know?
know? That's how it is.
Sorry, one time I didn't try to please you with my choices, Benny. Okay.
It's Friday
See?
night.
It's already on
It's
his
an
head.
earworm.
Freshies. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. So that has been another episode of the Fresh Record Podcast. Please make sure to go follow and listen to the songs you liked. Listen to them in full, and join in the conversation. What did you think? Make sure to follow us on @the Fresh Record Pod on Instagram. We have behind the scenes footage of where we're doing this podcast right now and other things in the sense. So cool shit happening there. Benny Camella, where can they find you?
At Benny Camella on everything. We'll have the handles down in the description if you want to check it out on Spotify
sure will.
and like other podcast platforms. It won't be there, but at Benny Camella, you should be able to find me. How about you,
It's
Wiley?
pretty easy. You can find me at Wiley Kid Todd on all social medias. Still working on content about music supervision and all things in that realm because it's my love. I love it. It's the best thing in the world. Nothing makes me more happier than music and TV and film and video games and all the sorts together.
All the media.
It's like peanut butter and jelly. It just fits perfectly. So we'll see you guys next time on The Fresh Record.